Welcome back to Arc El Paso, everybody. Now, have you ever thought that the NFL may be rigged? I know I personally have had some games myself that I've seen that just seemed a little sketchy, maybe a little too good to be true. But anyway, that leads us to be joined here now by Professor Spencer Barnes, who's an assistant finance professor here at UTEP. He did a study looking at the data. Well, I mean, I guess you tell us. Can you tell us a little bit about the study you performed?
Sure. Yeah. Happy to talk about it. Thanks for having me. This is great. Basically, what we do is we try to ask a question about, is there this situation where some teams might get favorable calls based on financial incentives, which we in the finance and economics field like to call regulatory capture. And so what we end up doing is using the NFL as an area to where we can see real-time calls in real-time settings with real-time outcomes and be able to use statistics to be able to judge, is there something going there behind the scenes?
Okay, and in this situation, I actually just spoke to a bunch of UTEP students and asked them the question, do you think the NFL could be rigged?
I would say no. Well, I would be more in the middle line, but I would say no, more or less, because it's just impossible to get that many people and rig it in that way.
Like maybe, dude, it's honestly hard to say, because like one call like as a ref can alter the game. So like there's, I don't know, it's just a lot. So, but honestly, in my opinion, I don't think so.
I kind of feel like it is though. Like
I mean, if you feel it, write what you want, man. Write what you want.
going down.
Yeah, what you think?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, why you think so?
It's just too much bull, low key. It's like all the time.
I have class, but I think it is.
You think it is? Yeah. Just write it real quick, man. You go to class right after. Why you think so?
It is. It always happens when some bull happens. What can I say?
It's possible, but it's at the same time, it's equally unlikely, in my opinion. So it's like.
Okay, so you think it's all conspiracy?
Sort of. Yeah.
I'll say no. You?
I got no too.
Is there anyone who could get your vote super quick?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I'm cool with yes.
Oh, why we think so?
I don't know. It just feels like a script sometimes,
Specifically mentioned with the Chiefs.
Okay, if the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl, it's rigged. If the Giants go to the Super Bowl, it's skill.
I mean, sometimes it's a little too perfect, a little bit too much of like what the people want, I guess. Sometimes. Yeah, like last year with Taylor Swift and yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know, but yeah, that's my thoughts.
I mean, look at the Chiefs. With all those flags that they're giving Patrick Mahomes and everything, I think it's rigged.
Man, so with the Chiefs, everyone says that. Everyone's been saying the Chiefs, but
It has to be. Did you watch the game yesterday?
yeah, they had no penalties or nothing.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So your study specifically looked at referee calls on the Chiefs between the years 2015 through 2023, correct?
That's correct.
And what drove you to look at those years specifically?
Yeah, so there were a lot of changes basically between 2015 to 2023 and the earlier years of the NFL. And so in order to make sure that we're getting equal comparison across teams and over time, we're using this later sample period in order to get better inference about what we're seeing across these teams. So that's why we picked that later sample period. And what we're able to use during that time is to look at other dynasties as well. So like we can compare, that's when Tom Brady was still with the Patriots. And so we can look at calls for the NFL Patriots when Tom Brady was there. We can look at other dynasties during this period too, like the Philadelphia Eagles, the Rams. And what we really end up finding is that during the postseason, since Mahomes has been with the Chiefs, it seems like they get favorable calls compared to the Eagles, the Patriots, and some of these other more modern dynasties that we're looking at.
Wow, okay, so we saw it specifically during the postseason too, on the games that matter. They saw, and by what kind of calls did you kind of see?
Well, we wanted to know what all y'all at home thought about this, so we threw up a poll on our website. Now, so far, most of y'all are saying that you do think the NFL is rigged. We have 82% of y'all saying yes. So if you want to throw in your input, you can scan that QR code on your screen. Let us know. What do you think? Is it rigged? So far, most of y'all think so. But anyway, stick around on Arc El Paso because we'll be right back after the break.